الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه ثم أما بعد. كلنا يعلم أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم كان يغشى الصحابة في مجالسهم، وأحيانا كان يذهب إلى السوق وإلى متاجرهم يأمرهم بالمعروف وينهاهم عن المنكر ويبين لهم أحكام هذا الدين. ومن ذلك I think the battery is going down, right?
They changed the battery yesterday, I think.
Can they?
I think it's the user, not the battery.
So the Prophet ﷺ used to visit the Sahaba radiallahu anhum at their gatherings, and sometimes used to go where they work and to the market. One instance, the Prophet ﷺ went to the market and he told the companions radiallahu anhum, and he said, يا معشر التجار هذه السوق يكثر فيها اللغو والحلف، يعني الحلف بالله، فشوبوها بالصدقة، يعني أكثروا من الصدقات أو أخرجوا من هذه الأموال صدقة في سبيل الله. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ used to visit the companions wherever they are, and he used to especially visit them sometimes in the market, guiding them and enjoining good and forbidding evil and teaching them the religion. One instance he went to the market and he told the companions, he said, "O merchants," and this is a new name for the companions. They used to call themselves as Samasida. Brokers. So they used to call themselves brokers. And they said that this is a better name that the Prophet ﷺ gave us, to jar instead of Samasida. So he guided them and he said, "O merchants, this market, in it too much lying and too much vain talk and sins. So make sure you mix your trade with charity. Yani give up or give out, donate from your money. What for? This is obvious. You're doing something haram, you give charity. What does the charity do? Extinguishes the sins, as the Prophet ﷺ told us. It is a proof of your faith. It is loved by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is a form of jihad. Because money, we love money. And when you give up money, you give it to someone or something you love more. So when you sin, you give charity. What does the charity do? Erases the sins and purifies you. So a lot of merchants, when you deal in trade, like it or don't like it, plan on it or not to plan on it, you would fall into sometimes swearing too much in the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and in most cases, a lot of people, unfortunately, maybe they do it on purpose, but we're not talking about those. You swear by the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is how much you paid for it. This is how much it cost you, and you're not telling the truth. So those people who fall into this, they don't plan on it, But sometimes a person may pressure you too much and ask you questions that you don't want to answer and put you on the spot. And you have no way out except to lie. You fall in something like that, give up or give out a lot of charity to erase that. Number one, you have to learn how to answer those nosy people. How much you paid for this car? How much your down payment? How much this and how much that? It's not because they want to know. It's not because they want to buy. They just want to know. Nosy people. يعني شو بسموها بالعربي؟ ها؟ حتى العرب والانجليزي انا عيب؟ تطفل. You need to know how to deal with people like that instead of lying. But sometimes, unfortunately, not everybody knows how to get out. And sometimes people insist on knowing. You may try to lose them somehow, but they come back and say, so you did not tell me how much you paid for it. At one instant, I told one brother, I told him, let's say that I paid for this car $3,000 and the market price is $5,000. I got a good deal somehow. In a month or two, you needed a car. And you wanted to, I don't want to sell my car. And you say, Sheikh, you want to sell your car? And I say, yes. How much you want? And I say, 5,000. What are you going to say? You just paid for it 3,000. In 1 month, you want to make 2,000. Therefore, I'm planning to sell it for you, so you're not going to know. It's cute, right? هذا تلفونك، هذا المايك لك، انت المسؤول عنه، انت يا زلمه، انت المسؤول عنه، ليش هيك الصوت؟ هذا كواليتي من عندك Chinese made? So, the Prophet ﷺ is guiding us. Nowadays, we are involved, almost everybody, in their work somehow they fall into haram. And that's why the Prophet ﷺ told us in a hadith that some scholars authenticate, some did not. But the meaning of it, Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam قال ليأتين على الناس زمان ما من أحد إلا ويأكل الربا فإن لم يأكله ناله من غباره. Time will come that every person would fall in riba. Who doesn't know what riba is? What's riba, brother? Usury? Wallah? Is that a word? Usury. Hasan, jazakallahu khairan. He said, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, if you don't eat it, if you don't fall in it, dust will catch you from it. Yani you get involved in it somehow, maybe not directly, but indirectly. A contract, you may sign papers, you may witness, something will touch you from it. Why? It's so common. Same thing when you work. Every job you have, pork might be involved, alcohol might be involved, even if you drive a cab, which is seemingly you think it's halal, sometimes you end up driving someone who carries something that you're not supposed to carry, or taking him someplace you're not supposed to take. So this hadith gives you a way out, helps you out in this life, how to purify your life and yourself. Give charity. If you work in a job that, let's say 5% of your earning might be from haram, and you cannot find another 100% halal, you take from your income 5% and you give it away. This is not charity. This is get rid of the haram. Plus you do charity. Look what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the verses that I recited. Even though it was referring to first ayat for the hypocrites, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وآخرون اعترفوا بذنوبهم خلطوا عملا صالحا وآخر سيئا عسى الله أن يتوب عليهم. He talked about the hypocrites, and then he said some other people, meaning they're not hypocrites, or maybe someone who was a hypocrite and repented, they mixed good deeds with bad deeds. They repented. May inshallah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive them. What did he command the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam to do? He said, خُذْ مِنْ أَمْوَالِهِمْ صَدَقَةً تُطَهِّرُهُمْ وَتُزَكِّيهِمْ بِهَا وَصَلِّ عَلَيْهِمْ. يعني, make dua for them. Take from them sadaqah. And this sadaqah is zakah and extra charity. So it's an obligation thing and not obligation, يعني voluntary thing. What's the purpose of it? تطهرهم, to purify them from their sins, and to purify them from being stingy, and to purify them spiritually by giving them hasanat, rewards. تطهرهم وتزكيهم بها. الزكاة هو النماء. So when you take from them money, what does that do? It makes their money pure and clean. It increases their money. It gives them hasanat. It erases their sayyi'at. And therefore, you are the successful. So what's the way out? Charity. This is how important charity is and how much you need to take care of charity. Always give money. Whenever you have a problem, whenever you feel you sin, whenever you feel you're distant from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whenever you want to get close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whenever you want to prove to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala your faith, give charity, give charity, give charity, and you're always the winner. Why? Because you give, you get more. So not only you're cleaning yourself, but you're also increasing your wealth. And we know that sooner or later we're moving out of here and we're going somewhere else where you need to give a lot of charity. So remember this talk. We may have to talk it again to encourage you, inshallah, so we can buy ourselves a new unity center, inshallah, soon. And you are the one, inshallah, to purify your sin. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala clean us from the sins, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our righteous deeds. جزاكم الله خيرا وبارك الله فيكم. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. شو قصته هذا يا شباب؟